In a land shrouded in darkness, a village once existed on the edge of ruins. The people there lived in constant fear. For every night, monsters crawled out of the forest with red eyes and teeth like swords. Many had lost their loved ones, and no one dared venture out after sunset. But among them lived a silent warrior with a gaze that had once seen the horror itself. Tomato spoke little. He trained with a sword by day, and at night he sat silently before his fire, his gaze fixed on the dark horizon. One day, the village was shaken by a rumbling tremor. The ground shook, trees shattered, and a shadow as tall as a tower rose from the cursed forest. A monster once banished by the warriors. Its body was made of stone. Its hands were tipped with claws as large as wagon wheels, and from its mouth issued a deep, angry voice. "I have returned. No shield will stop me." The humans fled, screaming, while smaller monsters rushed out of the forest in droves. But Tomato stood still, his sword behind his back, his hand on the hilt. He had waited for this day. The first battle, the Shadow Horde. He faced the monsters, alone, 10, 20, 50. They came like a black river, but Tomato moved like a storm. Each blow of his sword shattered multiple foes. Tomato dodged, countered, rolled through blood and dust. His armor was scratched, his arm bled, but his eyes burned brighter than the fire. A huge beast with 3 mouths leaped at him. Tomato ducked, leaped up, and rammed his sword through the thing's skull. The horde faltered. Tomato stood gasping, covered in blood, but unbroken. The final battle, the Titan monster. Then came the monster. Tomato emerged from the forest, trees buckling beneath his steps. With one blow, he tore a hut to pieces. With one breath, he burned fields. Tomato faced him. "You're just a monster." That lingered in the world too long. The monster laughed, and the fight began. The fight was mighty. The monster hit like a meteorite, but Tomato rolled to the side, climbed up the creature, and stabbed his shoulder. The monster roared and hurled him away. Tomato crashed against a rock, his ribs cracking. But Tomato stood up. Again and again, the monster struck, destroying the ground, throwing stones, hissing fire. But Tomato dodged, sometimes narrowly, sometimes on pure instinct. Finally, he ran toward the monster, leaped from a rocky spire, and plunged his sword directly into the monster's glowing, pulsating eye. A scream like 1,000 voices echoed through the land. The monster fell. He returned to the village, his body wounded, his will invincible. The people welcomed him silently, with tears in their eyes. He had done the impossible. From that day forward, he was called the last shield of humanity.